Now I need to start this video with the biggest ever shout out I've ever given to a company and a person in my 12 months of YouTube career. Now we're about to put this engine back together, and we found out yesterday while going over a lot of parts, you know, cleaning and stuff, that my GM Motorsports Turbo Killer cam actually has a little nick on one of the lobes. Daniel, being very pedantic, does not want to use the cam at all. So I made a last minute call to Sam at VCM on a Friday afternoon at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And he managed to get me a VCM 710. So that's the cam we're gonna go with. We were gonna go with the 13, which is pretty much a turbo killer, but Sam was worried about, you know, piston to valve clearance with the deck, the heads being decked twice now, and the block now being machined. So, you know, don't really know clearances, as the engine builder didn't have the cam when he put it together. So instead of risking it, we went with the VCM 710. Sam got it out to me in person on a Saturday morning when they're not even open, and has literally saved us putting this engine together this weekend. Like, Sam, if you didn't get this cam to me this morning, this engine would not be going together. This video would not be happening this weekend. So massive, massive thanks to you. And he also brought me this care package. I would have been happy with just this VCM bag. I'm gonna do my groceries with this thing. Anyway, VCM banner, which is gonna add to the wall here. Super stoked with that. Their catalog. VCM hat. VCM air fresheners. This is super, super cool. It is actually a mini camshaft keyring / bottle opener. We'll definitely be using that. That is very cool product. A HP Tuners USB. Thanks so much, Sam. If you're into Commodores, you're gonna know VCM. You 100% know who and where VCM is in Victoria. Now these guys do anything from their own line of cam kits, which obviously I have here, but they do full kits, you know, lifters, push rods, valve springs, timing chain kits, their own line of intake kits. They do engine building, engine swaps. As I said last video, you know, I bought a couple of things from there and Sam showed me through the workshop. So they're doing, like, you know, really serious engine builds and doing the swaps themselves. So you drop off a car and an engine, they'll build the engine, swap it in for you. You know, anything from hot rods to modern, you know, VX upward sort of Commodore stuff. Like, an amazing facility. So if you have the time, please visit their site and buy something. Support a company that, like, fuck me, they helped me out to get this video out and to get this engine going. I cannot say thanks to Sam enough. Anyway, let's get on with doing this engine. I've got all my stuff here. This is everything I'm taking to Daniel's house. Intake, everything. So I'm gonna load it all up in the ute and we're gonna head over to Daniel's to start putting this thing together. And this is actually the first time I've seen this engine unwrapped. What's the 0.25 on the piston mean?
I'm not too sure. It might be like something to do with their part numbers or the sizing, or to tell you that it's oversized.
Do you know what brand they are?
He did mention, but I can't remember.
So this is the original block out of the VN with the crank out of the other engine I got, and a mixture of my rods and rods out of the other engine with 10 thou over pistons, as the bores were too far gone to just use a stock size piston. So 10 thou over, ARP rod bolts, and that's pretty much it. So these are the Mace Trunnion replacements. My apprentice here is going to show you how to do one.
Alright, so obviously we've got to press out the old one.
with the grouse vice setup.
Yep. Alright. Okay. Alright, stop. Then that's it. That's it. There's one there. They're the little needle things that go everywhere when they fuck up. Am I allowed to swear?
Yep. I can go beep.
That's it. Right. Close her up. That's it. So that's one side done. Love stuck.
I feel like this is going to be a very long video.
And that's it. And then you obviously we've got to go buy circlip pliers because mine's too big.
Just put the circlips on the end.
And that's it, you put 2 circlips on the end. And she's done.
Something Daniel explained that I didn't even know these do is the factory ones stop at a certain point because of this thing, and with a higher lift cam these actually spin all the way like so. Only 14 more to go. So this is a new alloy barbell, and this is the factory one, which is still covered in my bearing material. This GoPro doesn't focus very well, which goes in here. So as you can see, the new one is double O-ringed, one on each end, and this one isn't. You know this is still gonna leak, remain.
Probably.
I don't think I've ever seen an LS that doesn't have a leaky remain. 710 refers to the horsepower it's gonna make. Yep, it's definitely a cam. Big thanks VCM. Shop vcmstore.com.au.
Alright, 1, 2. All those people said it was too rough last time. No, I'm just.
Is that the right way?
I'm just doing. I'm just doing a test fit.
So just in case everyone's wondering why I ended up changing the cam, because of that. Goodbye Turbo Killer. Shop vcmstore.com.au.
This is the sloppy jalopy bit. Gentle.
Just before everyone complains, yes, that was just a test fit. It's now lubed and going in for the final time. Calm down. Boom. So this is the one thing Daniel's not sure on. Whether these ARP bolts are going to hit the back of the cam sprocket. Because usually, where's the old plate?
It's on here.
With the standard one, these have countersunk bolts.
Alright.
And that's alright. Like close?
No, plenty of.
You fucking beauty.
Yeah, the only thing that worried me.
ARP it is.
Oil pump drive. You happy? Double check my dot to dot.
Yep, looks like a dot to dot, even though I got no fucking idea what I'm looking at. Ah, so you gotta space the pump out so the chain doesn't hit it. As you can see.
Put it the wrong way. And if you do, that hole is the oil feed.
So if you put this plate the wrong way, you blow up your engine.
So for example, it'll still, that's the proper way, see the hole?
Yeah.
But you can bolt it that way.
So if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, so pay attention to that. So obviously, that way.
Fuck, that's scary.
And the thing is, so you can't see the hole when
Yeah.
it's behind the pump, so always like check it. Yep.
All this brand new stuff, and it's gonna look the same and make the same power.
Should make it power.
Just hopefully be reliable. So just to stop the comments, what is it?
We're aligning, there's debate about like aligning the gears inside the pump. Now, the like technical way to do it is pull this cup, leave this finger tight, because there's a lot of movement in the pump. It's not doweled or located. So finger tight, pull this off, and you put feeler gauges between the gears and the pump to get the gears centralized, and then you tighten it down. But if you pull this off, you void the warranty for Mellings. When I looked up what Mellings recommend, they recommend put these loose, turn it over 2 rotations, which should centralize the gear, and then tighten it down. So we were going to do the feeler gauge one, but I need to get another set of feeler gauges, so I've only got one here.
And then your warranty's gone.
We don't really want to avoid the warranty, so it's a Mellings pump. If that's what they recommend, then we'll use their.
So front all done. New retainer plate, ARP bolts, Loctited, Rollmaster double row timing chain, ARP bolts, Loctited, Mellings oil pump, not ARP bolts. Loctited. So this is a little oil pickup brace. So as you can see, standard, it only has 1 bolt on the side. So the brace bolts down the other side as well. So I am gonna move on to fitting this Sump baffle kit. So hopefully this will keep oil here around the pickup and not have it slosh into the back of the sump, in turn spinning and bearing again. Okay, start bleeding straight away.
Yeah. You see all the air bubbles coming out.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
As you can see, all the bubbles coming out. So brand new lifters, brand new trays, brand new bolts. Should just bought a brand new engine.
Just bought a crate motor.
Yeah. Voila.
That's it.
And just to show you how dirty brand new parts are. This is from all of this stuff. Brand new out of the box. Lunchtime?
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Everyone's gonna bag my hammer, say it's a mining hammer. Cool.
One head done.
That's it, mate.
So this is where we have finished the day. What is left?
So
these don't have the circlips on them yet because we don't have circuit pliers small enough. So these are just sitting in there so the push rods don't fall out and so that we can put the rocker covers on so it doesn't get shit inside the engine. So all this is coming back off. This isn't tight yet because the sump's not on properly. And neither is this front cover because it hits the oil pump. And this one's broken. If you can see, the alloy is split there. So I have another one which I'm going to clean and grind away a bit of material so it doesn't hit the oil pump anymore. What else is left? Need rocker cover gaskets, intake manifold gaskets, need the gasket for this so I can tighten this down. Water pump on, balancer on, and that's it, yeah?
Pretty much.
So depending on how long this video is, this might be split into 2 videos. We'll see how we go. Yep, so that's gonna be it for this one. The other little bits and pieces I have to do, I'll do during the week and I'll put that in next video. I'm pretty sure I have some circlip pliers at home small enough to do those trunnions. I actually found my rocker cover bolts in my pocket that I had no idea they were there. Everything went really smoothly. I know a lot of people are gonna ask about why we didn't put the motor together ourselves. 2 reasons. One was cost. For an extra couple of $100, you can get the machinist engine builder to put it all together and you get back just a complete bottom end. Saves you a shitload of time. And 2, the risk involved. If someone else machines it, we assemble it and something goes wrong, who's to blame? You don't know. At least this way the person that machined it did all the clearances, has assembled it as well, so it's sort of all on him, you know. If on startup, I don't know, something happens, so it's just an insurance thing. And yeah, as I said, for a couple of $100, what, you'd be stupid not to do it in the first place. So that's why we're just doing top end, cam, etc, and then I can take it home and do all the rest of the little bits and pieces myself at home. And again, massive thanks to Sam at VCM. Visit vcmstore.com.au. Buy some shit.